Hi guys, Adam here. Quick video. Obviously later on today I'll have my Premier League preview, Fantasy League stuff coming up, as well as my predict the team for Manchester United versus Bournemouth. But a quick video, obviously it's related a little bit to the pick the team one as well. Paul Pogba is suspended for Manchester United's game against Bournemouth on Sunday. The FA revealed this today on their Twitter and on their website. He sent Twitter into a little bit of a meltdown. Me, I was relaxed about it all. I don't expect Pogba to start on Sunday. Well, I didn't anyway up until this point. And obviously he won't start on Sunday now because he is suspended. That's because of yellow cards he picked up in the Coppa Italia in his final game for Juventus. That means that one match suspension moves over to the Premier League and he will miss Manchester United's opening Premier League fixture of the season. Obviously, kind of expected. He hasn't had much of a pre-season at all, so I didn't expect him to start. He was maybe going to be on the bench, if anything, and now that's ruled out altogether. Another man that will not be involved with Manchester United all season is Adnan Januzaj, and that's because Adnan has gone on loan to Sunderland. He's joined Sunderland and David Moyes on a season-long loan move. He'll go straight into the squad for their game against Manchester City this weekend. And hopefully he gets a good season under his belt. He really needs games, he really needs match time, and he really needs to get his head down and work hard. Obviously we know he's got the potential and we know he's got the talent, but he hasn't applied that talent. He hasn't been given a chance by the managers, both at Dortmund, at Manchester United, and also he hasn't really seemed to earn a chance either. You hear stories of him having a real shit attitude. You hear stories of when he was told he wasn't in the first team squad, he was with the under-21s, of him not using the changing room and stuff like that. And he's showing an arrogance that his performances and what he's done so far in his career doesn't really deserve. He has bags of talent, fair enough. He's a great lad, fair enough. But you've got to apply yourself. You've got to work hard. And surely you want to set a good example and you want to set a good impression to the new manager, and to act like that isn't going to do that. Andreas Pereira, on the other hand, there's rumours he is not needed at Manchester United. Jose Mourinho wants him to go out on loan, but he wants to stick around, he wants to fight for a spot. Now, a manager's more likely to play someone like that if he gets injuries or something than a player that's just going to say, oh, you know what, I'm going to throw my toys out the pram, fuck this shit, I'm better than this, blah, blah, blah. Work hard for your place. Now, understand if last season you scored 50 goals and you were tearing it up and then he comes in and says, you know what, you're on the bench or whatever. But you didn't, Adnan. You need to work hard. So hopefully he's with a manager now that he likes, David Moyes. David Moyes obviously likes him and trusts in him. And hopefully he can get some minutes under his belt and perform to the level that we know he can do. We know he has under his belt, but he hasn't quite shown it yet on a consistent level. So good luck to Adnan Januzaj. I really mean that, but some of the stories you hear aren't good at all, and you hope it's just him being young, immature, and he can turn it around. Not just for the sake of Manchester United, because for the sake of himself as well, because he can go on and have a career, if not at Manchester United, he could have a good career elsewhere as well. So yeah, good luck to him on that one. Guys, I'll be back later, as I said, with reaction to the press conference, my predictions for this team, and also Premier League predictions with my Fantasy League stuff as well. Guys, make sure you hit that subscribe button, like, comment and share. I'll see you later.